We're finally out, we're on holiday, and we're going to go ahead and check out what's around here. Right, so some driving and some walking later, we've managed to somehow end up in a completely different park. Welcome back to day number 3, part 2 of my little holiday and my few days away in Cleethorpes. The weather is once again doing what the British weather does and does best, with that of course being, well, nothing but rain. We've got quite a fair few old style caravans over there, and I mean old style caravans indeed. I believe I talked about them a little bit on part 1, but we're going to go ahead and probably hop down to the arcades, the best way to have some fun and escape the British weather. So let's go, shall we? And so here we are with the sign that says Cleethorpes Beach that you probably can't quite see unless I do that. There you go, that's better. Now it's nice and bright. We've also got ourselves all the other cool stuff over there, but first, arcade. So, it turns out the arcades went that well. We've basically filled an entire day of it. It is now, let me have a look at the watch here, 20 to 8, and we're back at the van, standing on the balcony that you've seen probably several times, and I've forgotten to mention several times. Anyway, it's been a fun day indeed. Probably now a chance to just sit back, relax, and try and figure out what I'm doing tomorrow, whether we're going to be going anywhere, or whether it will be another day on site. If it is, I've got to find more things to do. So, as you can probably tell by now, it's been quite a fair few hours later once again. However, I do have a certain little friend with me who's just there, and I think you might just recognise who that is. Anyway, on to day number 4, I think? Promise I didn't forget. Well, hello, good morning, well, good afternoon to day number 4. It is Thursday. We've got another day of exploring. We're going down to the coast today to go and have a little bit of a proper look-see along just what is up here at Cleethorpes coastline, or at least the Cleethorpes Caravan Park coastline. Over to our left, we've got ourselves a building that looks like it hasn't been touched since probably about 1970. Well, quite some time later, we're now down a little bit closer to the coast. It's a little less breezy than it was yesterday, although the breeze is still quite strong depending on where you stand. There's a few buildings over there, I'm not quite too sure what they are. We'll probably go and have a look at those in a few. Apparently there's also a cycle lane on here as well, so if I'd have known that, I'd have brought my bike with me. So I've wandered a little bit further down. We were just down there about 2 seconds ago. Apparently there's what looks to be this, I guess, abandoned train station here. And I'd say abandoned train station, not just because it looks like one, because the edges of the building over here, all of that cool stuff, but no. It's because there are little train tracks right next to it, which is very interesting because it makes you wonder what trains would have been in here and maybe where they would have gone. Maybe it would have been a Cleethorpes seafront service? I don't know. Well, there we go. That is another night of entertainment at Haven Cleethorpes. And also, fun fact, after that little bit of footage, I actually got to speak to the team that were doing that show as well. It was absolutely fantastic. And I found out that one of them has the same initials as me. For the sake of my privacy, I'm not going to say what my full name is, but if you're watching this video, you know, you know. In the meantime, though, is going back to the van, and then tomorrow might be Cleethorpes Town Central itself, or it might be the drive back to the studio. I'm not too sure, but I guess we'll figure that one out in the morning, shall we? In the meantime, let's go back to the van. So there we go. That is the end of day number 4 here at Cleethorpes Holiday Park. I feel like I've said that just now, but oh well. Welcome back to the caravan for one final night. I'll try and see if I can squeeze in a tiny little caravan tour in the morning. However, no promises on that because we're on a very tight time schedule. As we can see, we have the outdoors and the balcony where we've not had a chance to spend too much time there because the weather hasn't exactly been on our side, especially throughout the first 2 days that we were here. As for everything else, it's been a pretty decent holiday indeed. And like I said earlier, I did also get a chance to speak to the amazing Haven cast as well, who might just be watching this video, and in case you are, hello. It was lovely to talk to all of you. But in the meantime, it has been a very busy few days. Even just going around the caravan side, there's so much to see here, including the abandoned railway station, which did seem very interesting. I'd love to know more about it. However, in the meantime, I've been waffling for about a minute already, so I think it's time we go on to day number 5. Well, I'm not quite too sure what we'll do, but I'm sure we'll figure out something. Let's go. And so there we go, welcome to day number 5, the day where we go back probably to the studio from the caravan park. So this might be the last bit of video that I filmed here, but I thought, you know what, we've got a little bit of time. Let's go ahead and give you a very quick tour of the caravan. So we'll start off with this. We've got the lounge where you've got areas you can sit down and watch some TV. You've got the kitchen where you can go and cook stuff over here, and if you dare to be adventurous, maybe using that too. You also got some areas over here where you can have all your cooked stuff. You've got the cold box and the even colder box. We've got ourselves a hallway. A very squeaky door. Bathroom number 1, I think that's pretty self-explanatory. Bedroom number 1, this one was mine. And you've also got this, we can go ahead and put stuff in, but as you can see, I've not done that. Don't think it's meant to do that though. And the main bedroom over here. I was staying with a few people for this holiday. This is where they chose to have their bedroom. And in here, you've also got yourself a small bathroom too. And by small, I mean very small. It kind of rivals the coach lugs. And over here, you've got the outside world and the entire rest of the park. In the meantime, as we head back into the hallway with the very squeaky door, like this. There we go. It is now basically time for us to go ahead and go back to the studio so I can go and edit and put all this together alongside the various other videos I've still got to film as well. In the meantime though, thank you very much for joining me for this a week away. It's been quite a chilled out one. We've just kind of been going around the park and exploring a few bits and pieces here and there, but we do have plenty more stuff lined up for the future, and I've also got stuff to film this coming weekend. However, thank you very much for joining me, so feel free to go ahead and like, share, comment, subscribe, all that cool stuff, and I'll go ahead and see you all in the next one. Thanks for watching. I'm off home. Tag out. See ya. Oh, I need these two.